Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona's channel in English. Well, we're going to still talking about Messi because there are some things I want to talk because this afternoon or this morning, this afternoon for me. Joan Laporta was doing a press conference and he said things that were quite interesting. And before starting, I want to remind you that down there you have the red button that you can hit to subscribe. Like this, you will not miss any of our daily videos. And also you will help us to keep growing. And especially now we have reached the 800 subscribers. So thank you very much to everyone for all your support and all your love. And let's keep growing. So let's just. Well, guys, Laporta was in the press conference and he said some things that were quite interesting and we want to talk about them. So, for example, one of the first things he talked about is about the inheritance that they have received from the previous president and board of directors. They have received a club where the salaries are 110% of the incomes. That's impossible to manage, literally impossible. You can never have a company or any company will survive when your incomes are less than your expenses, and you cannot find any formula. You cannot come saying, but there is an option. No, never, because that means you're losing money. If you do the maths, you will finish in red numbers, and that's what no company wants. Red numbers. Also Barcelona, because Barcelona, don't forget it, yes, Mexican club, more than a club, etc. But Mexican club. But it's a company. It's a company, literally. And as a company, they have to work like that, and that 110% of the salaries income over the incomes. It's against the fair play of La Liga. Yes, La Liga could have done to help Barcelona, etc. Yeah, good. But having 110% of the salaries from the incomes, that's not even possible for any company to survive. How long can they accept this? And yes, because of the pandemic situation, etc. Also, Laporta talked about how much money they have lost this year, 487 million when they expected 200 million. So there is a lot of expenses, not just the players. And he said that without Messi's contract, the sport contract represents the 95% of the income. That's a lot of money. That's impossible to manage. Also, he was clear, but Messi wanted to stay. Actually, I believe it because all the information I'm receiving is that Messi was in shock. Now he's talking with PSG, etc. Well, we will see. We didn't talk about the options. Yeah, the options, because I don't want to think of that too, but the options are PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester City. Manchester City said no, they are not thinking of Messi. Chelsea, they want to go more for Haaland, and if for Haaland they will not pay 175 million for Messi, they have to pay nothing, but they will have to put a lot of money for his salary. And I don't think Antonella likes London. Also, she doesn't like Paris, of course. Well, I don't know. Maybe she likes Paris, but I don't think so. But at the end, I think Messi, the only option has is PSG. So sadly, we will see him there if everything is okay, because PSG has signed a lot of players, they have a lot of expenses, and I'd like to know what's the percentage of salaries that they pay. Well, he talked about many things. I don't want to talk about everything because I don't have time. Also, he said the club is over everyone, coaches, presidents, players. Even if it's Messi, the club has to survive. And they knew there would be a post-Messi stage. And yes, that stage has arrived. And they expected it would be like 2 years, but well, it has arrived. But by the moment he said there is no information, he doesn't have any information about Messi going to PSG. But well, what we are reading is that. But there is something weird in everything of this. He talked about the negotiations. He said that Messi had 2 contracts. One of 2 years, paying him 5 years, that La Liga said no. And the other one that it was about 5 years, no? And he said that it didn't match the fair play of La Liga. But Jaume Roures, it's a very good journalist in Spain, and quite he has very much information from Barcelona, La Liga, etc. He's one of the top journalists in Spain about sports. Roures said that that's weird because Barcelona and La Liga had the agreement. Actually, Barcelona had this contract written, and he said that the information he had was from people who was next to the board of directors and people who really knew about these things. And also, he said that everything it was ready to be announced. And then he said, that's nothing about the economy. It isn't about the economy. It must be something about the sportive planification. And as we said this morning, Messi wanted to count with Romero, the Atlanta's player. And as I told you, if Messi has to do the signing for Barcelona, that's not good. Messi is a player and should, of course, you can say, hey, this player, etc. when you go with the national teams, but you cannot conditionate your renewal or your things to these aspects, because that's a toxic relationship. That means you think you are more than the club, and that's not how it is. If it's true or not, I don't know. Probably. I've read too things like that's because Messi wanted more money, or Barcelona wanted to decrease the salary they agreed. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to start talking about if this, if that, because I will stay here 1 hour, and this is not a podcast. Well, something that I like it that Laporta said, and I agree, is that this agreement between CVC and La Liga, it's an agreement that La Liga has to pay the 10% of the television rights to this group, to this investment group, for 50 years. And then Laporta said no, because he said it's too risky. It's risky. It makes no sense also to do an investment over 50 years. Remember, which companies were successful 50 years? Well, we don't need to go 50 years. 20 years ago, Siemens. Do you know Siemens? Or Nokia. What happened with Nokia? Everyone had a Nokia. And now, so in business, when you have, normally you talk about 5-10 years maximum. But 50 years, that's more a bank thing, no? And also Laporta said that the money that they are paying, the 2,700 million for 50 years, it's low money. I thought it would be less time. So that's why yesterday we were like, it's very good investment. 2,700 million for the 10% of the television rights. I think it's a good agreement for 10 years. But if you're talking about something like 50 years, that's very low. What is Tebas thinking about? Tebas, in the middle of the press conference, Tebas wrote a tweet, and then he said, like, the operation of CBC is not to make a loan or a loan of the TV rights for 50 years. What the agreement does is to give more value to all the clubs, to give more value to the TV rights. And then Laporta replied saying that's not what we interpret from that agreement. And also, as I'm saying to you, these kind of agreements of 50 years are senseless, really. In my life, I thought like I will do an agreement with someone and say, well, this contract is for 50 years. Makes no sense, really. I don't know if that person is going to survive 50 years. Maybe we are not here, maybe I'm not here, who knows, no? But it's too long. Actually, before doing this video, well, this is the second time I recorded because this first time I forgot to press the record button. But I'm reading now that Tebas saying like, oh, now you're worried about a league that you thought it was dead. Well, I have nothing to say about that. I think everyone is worried, Porta, and everyone is worried for the economy and how it's moving La Liga, the direction they are taking. And yes, it's true that Tebas did good things. I'm not going to say Tebas is the bad here. When La Liga had so many economical problems, Tebas was there to put rules, to take actions. And nowadays, La Liga, you cannot say is one of the worst. I mean, if in Spain there is something good economically, is La Liga. As a business, has improved much better than the other many businesses we have and sectors in Spain. But sometimes there are things, and Roure said that Laporta and Tebas have a good relationship. So, well, guys, that's all for today. Let me make sure I record this time. Yeah, recording. So thank you guys for watching us. Whatever you want to say, leave it there on the comment section. I will be glad of reading it. And nothing else, guys. Thank you for watching us and see you in the next video. And I'm sorry for this tone, but I'm still in shock because of this news. So have a nice day.